Hello and welcome. Have you ever run a Docker container and felt confused about its networking? Today, we're demystifying the Docker Bridge network. We are going to explain the Docker Bridge network step by step, making it easy for any beginner to understand. Let's start. Have you ever wondered why your container has a weird IP? Why it can access the internet but you can't access it directly? And what exactly is the Docker Bridge network? Don't worry, we'll answer all of this. The Docker Bridge network is the secret sauce behind Docker's default networking. It's how your containers stay connected and secure. To understand this easily, let's use a simple analogy. Imagine your computer is a house. Imagine your computer is a house. Inside this house, you rent out small rooms, and each room is a Docker container. The problem is, people outside cannot directly enter these rooms or even know they exist. So Docker builds something special inside the house. Docker creates a private internal network called a bridge network. Think of it as a private road inside your house with a security guard. This bridge connects containers together, connects them to the internet, and importantly, protects them from the outside world. Now let's dive into some of the technical basics, but keeping it simple. When you start Docker, it creates a bridge called, quote, Docker 0. Containers get private IP addresses, like 172.17.0.2. These IPs are not public, not accessible from the internet, and are only used inside your computer. Let's see how a container accesses the internet. The container sends a request. The Docker Bridge uses Network Address Translation, or NAT, and the request goes out using your host computer's IP. The reply comes back, and Docker sends it to the correct container. The internet works, and the container is hidden. So how do we access the container safely from the outside world? If you try accessing the container directly using its private IP, like 172.17.0.2, it won't work. That IP is private. The outside world cannot see it, and the bridge network blocks direct access. This security feature is by design. To access a container, we use port mapping. For example, running an Nginx container with docker run p8080 to 80 Nginx tells Docker, if someone comes to my house on port 8080, send them to port 80 of this container. Now you can safely access the website via localhost 8080. What about containers talking to each other? Containers on the same bridge network can talk to each other seamlessly. They can use container names for communication, meaning no internet access is needed for them to interact internally. This is crucial for running multiple interconnected services, like a web application needing to communicate with a database. By creating a custom bridge, both services can communicate using their names, keeping them secure and internal. To wrap up, let's look at why the Docker Bridge is the default and when you should use it. The Docker Bridge is the default network because it provides great security. It isolates containers, hides private IPs, and exposes only selected ports through mapping, preventing accidental external access. Here's an easy memory trick. Containers live in private rooms. The bridge controls the doors. Remember that, and you've got the concept down. If this video helped you, please like, comment with your questions, and subscribe for more Docker and Linux tutorials. Up next, Docker Bridge versus Host Network. Happy Dockering, buddy!